Wednesday, August 30th, 2023. AGNDD Intellireport topic. 2022 New York City subway attack. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated Wikipedia-sourced video article.
During the COVID-19 pandemic in New York City, subway crime has seen a significant increase, with assaults and major felonies rising by 68% in April 2022 compared to the previous year. During the COVID-19 pandemic in New York City, reports of assaults and other major felonies on the subway system increased significantly. Police statistics show that subway crime increased by 68% in April 2022 compared to the same period in 2021, when adjusted for weekday ridership numbers. Prior to a shooting in April 2022, there were several notable incidents of violence in the subway, including the killing of Michelle Go in January and multiple stabbing cases. On April 12, 2022, a man matching James's description was captured on video surveillance leaving a U-Haul van near a train station. Later that morning, multiple people were shot on a northbound N train in Brooklyn. The attacker wore a gas mask, threw smoke grenades, and opened fire with a handgun. After the attack, the wounded passengers disembarked at the 36th Street station and police were called. Chaos ensued, with footage of the evacuation showing injured passengers and people requesting emergency services. The FDNY initially responded to reports of smoke in the station. During a morning press conference, the FDNY reported that there were 16 people injured in the attack, with 10 of them having gunshot wounds. 5 of those with gunshot wounds were in critical but stable condition. By the end of the day, the total number of injuries rose to 29, with 10 having direct gunshot wounds and 19 having other injuries. Some of the injured individuals sought refuge on another train and received assistance at the 25th Street station. Those not injured by gunfire suffered from smoke inhalation or other conditions while fleeing the scene. The New York City Police Commissioner stated that the attack was not initially being investigated as a terrorist attack, but did not rule out the possibility. The FBI, ATF, HSI, and NYPD were all involved in the investigation. The lack of working security cameras in 3 subway stations hindered the investigation. A picture of the suspect was obtained from a bystander's cell phone video, and a $50,000 reward was offered for information leading to the suspect's arrest. Various items, including a handgun, ammunition, and a key to a U-Haul van, were recovered from the scene. Surveillance video showed the suspect entering the subway at a specific station. Frank Robert James, born in the Bronx in 1959, had a history of arrests for misdemeanors. He was arrested 12 times with charges including possession of burglary tools, criminal sex act, and criminal tampering. He was arrested 9 times in New York from 1992 to 1998 and 3 times in New Jersey. He had no felony convictions and legally purchased a Glock 9mm handgun in 2011. James frequently posted angry and hateful rants on social media, including homophobic, misogynistic, and racist comments. He also expressed anti-Semitic views, made violent threats, and referenced mass shootings. In one video, he claimed to have severe post-traumatic stress disorder. James has been associated with black supremacy and has criticized Mayor Eric Adams and New York City's mental health services. He suggested that a race war was imminent and advocated for no contact between white and black people. He compared the situation of African Americans to an American Auschwitz and predicted the rise of a Nazi party in the country. The suspect in the shooting incident was described as a heavy-built black male wearing a gas mask, MTA uniform, gray hooded sweatshirt, green vest, and a backpack. He fled the scene through another subway train and was not immediately caught. Surveillance footage showed him exiting the subway system at the 25th Street station. A U-Haul van rented in Philadelphia was found near the subway station, where the suspect entered. Investigators identified the suspect through a key found at the crime scene and a jacket with a receipt from a storage facility in Philadelphia. Authorities named the suspect as a person of interest and later as a suspect, distributing his name and face through an emergency alert system. James called the tip line the day after the attack, claiming he knew he was wanted and was at a McDonald's in the East Village. However, officers did not find him there. After searching the area, they eventually located and arrested him near St. Mark's Place. The manhunt lasted 29 hours, during which many people provided tips about James's whereabouts. He was charged with committing a terrorist act on a mass transit system and later pled guilty to federal terrorism charges. Law enforcement increased security at regional transit hubs, and Mayor Eric Adams's security detail was augmented due to concerning posts made by the suspect. Service on certain train lines was partially suspended following the attack, but later restored. NYC Ferry offered free transit on its South Brooklyn route on the day of the shooting. Uber disabled surge pricing in the vicinity of the shooting and capped pricing for the entire city. 5 people split the $50,000 reward for information leading to the suspect's arrest. MTA Chairman Janno Lieber explained that faulty fan units impacted the surveillance camera's ability to transmit footage at certain stations. President Joe Biden and U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland were briefed on a shooting in New York City. Mayor Eric Adams urged people to stay away from the area for safety and to allow first responders to assist and investigate. Governor Kathy Hochul condemned the suspect and called for an end to mass shootings and violence in the city. Local politicians organized a day of unity to support the victims and community in the aftermath of the shooting. In conclusion, the increase in subway crime during the COVID-19 pandemic in New York City has been alarming, with several notable incidents of violence, including a recent shooting that caused chaos and injuries.
Hope you enjoyed this AGNDD Intellireport. Like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.